Happy day 24 floss tube of Flossmas Vlogmas. Hello everyone, day 24. Day 24 of our stitching holiday countdown. 2 days of stitching left. In our envelope today, we had a beautiful string player. I put a sweater on her because she looked cold. And Jacob has a song for us today. The final song on his YouTube channel of our countdown extravaganza. So I know we're all going to enjoy that today. Stitching for today is going to be done with our second of 2 super variegated flosses that Carrie included in this pack. It's called Welch's, and it is a wonderfully fun variegated purple in the same tones as the other purples that were included in our pack. So Welch's. Those of you who grew up drinking the purple grape juice, you know what that is. So fun, super fun. The stitching for today is we are doing fill-in of flowers all over our chart. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find them all, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm gonna find them all, I'm gonna stitch them, and then I'll take you on a little roadmap tour of my stitching at, well, I guess I'll pause my video right here and I'll insert my stitching conversation right here. Okay. And today's stitching is done. We had a lot of little bits and pieces all over the place. So let me just take you through section by section. So nothing in these 2 bottom triangles. In these 2 side motifs, we had a large berry here. With the reindeer, we filled in the center stitch of the small circle there, and then we had in the center between the 2 reindeers. In our bower, we had 2 berries at the bottom. We had a triangle berry on both sides here, central berries there, and then 2 small berries on here, and then 1 large central berry in the middle of the 2 birds. The side motifs had our points finished off here, and then nothing in the 2 triangles with the squirrels. Top motifs, we had stitches on these 2. You can see those 8 stitches on either of those. And then our largest motif of the day was in the center of our top triangle, our big flower right there. So there you have it. 1 day left. What will tomorrow bring? Okay, so technically I should be completing the 12 days of finishes today because my hair is, it's too short. These pieces are too short to fit at the back and they continually fall out. So, but if they don't curl properly, I look like I have wings coming out of the side of my head. Anyway, so it is what it is. Hair's back because it's present wrapping day today. I have 3 more finishes to share with you, and today was supposed to be the last day, but I'm going to show you 2 today, and I'm going to save the last and final one for tomorrow for the video for the 25th of December and Christmas. So one last special, to me, very special piece to share with you tomorrow. So 2 finishes for today. And I'm going to start with, in fact, neither of them are cross stitch. I'm going to start with I have 1 final counted canvas. It's quite heavy. Counted canvas piece to share with you. And thank you so much for all of your interest in counted canvas. I've had so many helpful suggestions about where to find supplies. So for those of you still looking, lots of comments left on the videos that shared the Christmas trees, the Nancy's Needle Christmas trees, lots of comments directly on those videos about shops that carry it. Apparently Stitch It Central here in London carries supplies. I have so much old stash. I haven't needed to look for any more supplies for a number of years. So Stitch It Central here locally. Gita's in Mississauga apparently has some supplies. I believe Stitchers have actually ordered the kits directly from Nancy's Needle website. I didn't go on and check whether that is true. However, I've done 2 trees. Maybe it's time I need to look into maybe doing a 3rd tree. Who knows? So, sticking with the Nancy's Needle theme, clearly she is a favorite canvas designer of mine. I have done a few other, Laura, I want to say Pernin, Laura J. Pernin, a little bit more advanced canvas work than the Nancy's Needle, and I gifted them. I gifted at least one of them away to my in-laws a number of years ago, so I don't have that to share with you. But my last counted canvas piece that I have here in my home, and it's not holiday related, but it's gorgeous. This lives on the wall next to my Keslin's design piece that I shared with you a number of, well, it might have even been the first day that I shared that with you. So the tones in this match, and they are a team. They're a pair. They live together. And here it is. So this is called Desert Star. And it was the very first piece of counted, was it the very first? Yeah, it was. It was the very first counted canvas work piece that I did. And I've done another, this is a quilt block series, and I've done Starry Skies as well. That's the blue one that I use in many of the canvas work videos that I've done on this channel. That one's at the workshop, and it's not framed. It's still on the tension bars that I use to stitch it, and it's displayed at the workshop. But this is called Desert Star. And I remember when I first started stitching this, I incorrectly read how to count the holes, and my star ended up very strangely shaped, and I had to rip it all out and do it again. But it was very easy to fix, and yeah, ended up with a beautiful finish. So hopefully there's not too much glare on that and you can see it. Bring it in close. Look at the colors in there. It's just gorgeous. So much fun. So if you've been, thinking about canvas work, and you're a multi-crafter like I am, and many other people who visit here on my channel, it's an easy rabbit hole to go down because it's just so much fun. And I know that I have one at the workshop by Amy Bear that I am now kind of itching to get back to. So I think in January for sure, I'm gonna pull that back out again, put some more stitches into it. So that is my first finish. My second finish, most of you will have seen this before, but I've taken it off the wall so that I can stand up so that you can see how big it is in relation to a human being. So this is one of my most special finishes. It took me, I think it took me 11 years from start to finish. Too many stitches to count. It is a needlepoint canvas that I did as a counted needlepoint. It did not have a printed design on it. And the designer is Barbara Russell. Well, I mean, it was based on a William Morris design. And it was Beth Russell Tapestries. And it was from a book that I purchased from my local needle workshop many years ago. So I think if you just Googled Beth Russell orange tree, you would probably find the book that I'm talking about, because it actually is the cover artwork on the book. and so many inspiring designs in her books, and could easily be translated into cross stitch. You know, they're full color patterns, and you could, you know, choose your own thread palette to go with the color list. And yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous books. So Beth Russell, and I believe it's 2 S's and 2 L's at the end of Russell. Okay, so this is my orange tree. Are you ready? So I'm gonna stand up. I'll back up as far as I can. And there it is. I can't even fit the whole thing. Let me move the chair, and then we'll try again. So I can move back just a little further. Here we go. Okay. So there it is. Ta-da! Isn't it amazing? So this was, I purchased all of the supplies from my needle workshop. So going back, this has been hanging on my wall for at least 5 years that it's been complete, and it took me 11 years to do. So I bought the supplies at least 15, 16, 17 years ago. So I'll bring it in closer. I used a Penelope canvas. I don't remember the count. And I used DMC tapestry wool. And there's, look at the birds. Oh, birds. I'll tell you, it was a lot of stitching. A lot of stitching. And I definitely, absolutely used a leather thimble the entire time I was stitching this, because it was very hard on my hands. When I first started, I didn't even know about using a leather thimble, and I went and I asked Kathy at my store. I said, you know, I'm having this problem, it hurts my hand, and she's the one who suggested it, and it was like magic. It made all the difference in the world, made it so much easier to grip the needle, because of course you have to use a much larger needle, and pulling the wool through the hole requires, you know, some extra force. Not force isn't the right word, but I think you know what I mean. And that leather thimble just made all the difference. So those are my day 10 and day 11, 12 days of finishes. So ta-da! I know. Those of you who have been around with me for a long time, you've seen this a couple times now, but those of you who are new, I hope you enjoyed. And even if you're not new, it's always fun to see things again. So, yeah. I couldn't love this more. It's one of my favorites. Hangs right at the top of our staircase. Okay. That is it for me today. I am going to spend the next number of hours wrapping presents. Sarah's gonna come up and join me. We're gonna wrap together, and we're gonna watch Gilmore Girls together, and we're going to maybe drink tea while we wrap. I think it's gonna make it a lot more fun to do it together. And then I'll do my stitching this evening, and then I'll insert that video earlier on so that you can see where we're going to be putting all of those variegated purple flowers. So I hope that you're having a wonderful day. If you're getting ready to take a little bit of time off at this time of year, I wish you a relaxing day, and hopefully you'll have a few moments to put your feet up today. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for the very last day of Flossmas Vlogmas. Happy stitching, everyone.